Hi, Ignacio here, owner of North Star Senior Advisors, and I want to welcome you to our North Star University educational series. This week's topic is going to be falls, and I want to really dive a little deep on what that looks like for our elderly. So, a fall itself can be pretty wide-ranging in terms of its effects. So it can be a very minimal bumps and bruises, yes, potentially skin tears, which can be minimal all the way to significant when it comes to skin tears. So that's also something to keep an eye on. And of course, head injuries can potentially happen as well post-fall. You hit your head, that's of course, especially if consciousness is lost. Even if not lost, it can be potentially an emergency situation. You're talking about EMS, going to the ER, making sure that there's a full diagnostic done, neurological diagnostic done to make sure that there's nothing significant going on that you cannot see. Okay, it could be scans, whatever it may be, but you want to make sure that there's nothing significant, a bleed, injury in the brain. So something to keep in mind. Of course, the other thing is going to be fractures, especially large bone fractures. So we're talking hip fractures, femur fractures, arm, different types of fractures. That can be actually pretty devastating, especially if we're talking like a hip or a femur. Of course, looking at the individual's baseline may also impact that road to recovery, okay? Things that can impact, or I should say affect falls are going to be as simple as home safety. What's going on in the home? Are there any trip hazards? Throw rugs, clutter. And sometimes, folks, I hate to say it, pets. Okay, so, is the individual safe to get around the home with a pet or multiple pets? So things to keep in mind from a safety perspective. Another thing is going to be, of course, and I like to bundle these together, hydration, nutrition, and medications. These are going to be things that can impact somebody's ability to have a good gait or balance. So as we may know, if you're not properly hydrated, you're not eating right and taking your medications properly, you can get dizzy, lose balance, and fall. So very important to keep an eye on that as well. If you're using assistive devices, a cane, walker, or wheelchair, you want to make sure that it's effective and it's being used properly. Very important for that. Also, is it still effective? So if you've been on a cane, is it time for a walker? And if you've been on a walker, is it time for a wheelchair? So you want to make sure that you talk to your physician, maybe get a physical therapist to come to the home and do that evaluation to see what is needed. And more importantly, try to not be stubborn in that process. Be realistic with what's going on for your loved one or for yourself, for your safety or the safety of your loved ones as well. So you want to make sure all that is considered. A fall, folks, again, can be extremely devastating. So you want to make sure you minimize the risk of falls all the way from the simple things to the more complicated things. We are here. If there's anything we can do, any resources, anything we can help answer, we would love to do that. Hopefully you found this beneficial, and thank you for watching.